Hopefully this isn't your first time here on the Chili Pepper channel, and if it's not, welcome back. If you're new around here, welcome. We really enjoy having you, and I hope you go back and watch some of the last year's videos that I'm going to reference here. I'll link them at the end. But I was part of the Dorset Naga Challenge last year, and if you watch that, Ricky and Julian, my two Dorset Nagas from last year, both crested, oh no, I take that back. Ricky crested 6 foot tall. Julian stayed really wide, really fat, really wide, a lot wider than Ricky. But we are now doing the Dorset Naga Challenge again, and I kind of wanted to give everybody a chance to see where peppers are at and when you start them early. Last year I kind of messed up. I didn't start them until April. I think I messed up. We're going to find out this year. The other thing I think I did that hindered me or kind of cost me in the end was I didn't take a harvest at all from the middle. And if you watch a bunch of the other guys who have done really well in the challenge, I think Pepper Guru, I think he waited to the end. I don't remember him doing a separate picking. Chili Chump, I'm not positive. But Pepper Geek, that was the other one. Pepper Geek actually took a couple pickings from it and allowed it to grow. And I think that would have benefited me last year, because we had a really weird year last year, and I only ended up with a couple or a few hundred of the Dorset Nagas. Nothing like the 1,000 or above 1,000, I think, that Pepper Guru got, and definitely nothing like the grandfather to our plants that we're all using, Nigel from the UK, that was like 2,204. I'm going to look and see if I'm right on that. That was off of memory. But take a look here. Everybody talks about how peppers take so long to get going. Now these have been in an indoor tent under a pretty high power light. And the Dorset Nagas, in my experience, definitely do take a little while to get going. These were February 6th. So we are almost on 3 months. Now I do it a little bit different. I have 4 peppers inside of a 4-inch pot, and then I pull them apart and separate their roots and put them in their own pot. But just to show you that every pepper is different, so it really depends on what you're growing. If we take my last year's Nature's Cross, which I'm unbelievably proud of, and I had nothing to do with it, it was all nature. But I pulled my seeds last year from my Scotch bonnet Scotch bonnets that I grew the year before, and I separate everything out really good, so I knew exactly that entire tray was Scotch bonnet. But I started getting these crazy peppers that were longer, like a jalapeno, or I guess it could have been a cayenne. I don't know, because they're thin-walled like a cayenne. They're not thick like a jalapeno, but they kind of resemble the shape of a jalapeno, but they're all the color of a Scotch bonnet. Same thing on February 6th. I planted these out, and I've had them in the tent. But last year, the characteristics of it grew tall like a palm tree. And personally, I know Rich at Pepper Guru, he's going to jump all over me for saying this. And I absolutely don't top my plants. That's something that I struggled with it years back too, and every once in a while I still think I should try it. But once I started following Rich Blood at the Pepper Guru, I stopped topping altogether. When he talks about his fundamentals, I'm giving credit where credit's due, and I stopped topping, and it's been wonderful. But I do personally like pruning off only on the plants that do this. And your King Star Lemon Starburst, your Scotch bonnets, stuff like that, they like to grow that way. And I like to trim all this bottom stuff off and then let it palm tree out at the top so all your fruits hang underneath. I don't do it because I think it increases yield. I don't do it for any other reason than I really like the way it looks. It does keep all the leaves off of the soil, that kind of thing. But it's not at all because I think that we are increasing the yield. I don't think it is at all. So Rich, if you see this video, that's not the reason, I promise. So don't top your plants if you're watching this. Just don't do it. Don't top your pepper plants, I should say, if you're not, or if you're watching this. So I have, what, six of my Nature's Cross and 12 of my Dorset Nagas, and I wanted to just document where they're at. So 3 months in a little 4-inch pot under a light inside. So if you're like me, we're still dipping into the mid to lower 40s. Just a few days ago we dipped into the high 30s, but the 30s. I just have a greenhouse. I also have tents inside my garage. So I wanted to definitely get it on camera. Oh, how my Dorset Nagas are doing. And they're going to be my entries into the Dorset Naga Challenge that I'm going to try again. So my height mark, my goal for this year, 6 foot tall. My yield is to at least get out of last place with everybody that was on there. So I forget what that number is, but I'm hoping to actually grow something big, and I'm really striving to learn how to grow something as big as Rich with Pepper Guru. No, sorry, Pepper Guru. As big as he grows his plants, because when mine hit 6 foot for the first time, that was the coolest feeling in the world. So this year, who knows, maybe 7 foot, maybe more. I'm 6 foot. I want to be able to look up at it whenever they're all ready to go. Now mine, I was shooting for a May 1st, and I did watch Rich's video that talked about he was too, but we're just not there. It's the soil is that probably okay, but we're getting too cold on some nights. So I'm going to transfer these from the first tent into the bigger tent soon with the bigger light. We're going to get them in their own pots today, and I'll keep you informed. We'll do regular updates. And leave me any comments on anything you think I should do different, anything that might help me, or if you want to jump into it too, let me know, because I'll send you some seeds from the Dorset Naga. I got mine from Chili Chunk in the UK, and I think he got his directly from Sea Spring Seeds, where they grew Nigel, the almighty Nigel, the giant Dorset Naga with over 2,000 peppers on it in one season. So stick around and follow me, and hope you have some fun. And always remember, you don't have to be a prepper to be prepared. We'll see you on the next one.